It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
He said, I want you to fight Goliath with this armor because he's huge, he's 9 foot tall. And David said something that was very key to the king. He said, King, I can't fight your fight. I got to fight my fight. It's about fighting our fight.
It's a man's game tonight now, you know that. Here we come. It's going to be a football game tonight now.
Right now is all we got. You know what I'm talking about? The greatest opportunity in the world is found in today. You understand that? We don't even know what yesterday got for us. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's already done. Tomorrow, too far away. What about right now? What about right now? Would you give it all up for me right now?
Felt like the music should be playing. I thought I heard music. Voices maybe. It felt great. It felt great.
How much of a morale boost or excitement that for the entire team?
I don't know if they heard the Angels sing like I heard. You know, just the finer things, the finer points. I mean, real disciplined football. Really is defined. Can you do what you're capable of doing repeatedly? Can you repeatedly do what you are capable of doing down after down, every time, every play, every day?
He's going forward! He's going forward! He went forward!
You know the question.
Who's got it better than us? No
way! It's week 12 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Roquan Smith, who just keeps making his presence felt. Now up to 72 tackles for the season. It's the Ravens and the Chargers under the lights on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And here we go from LA. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 50-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Now it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Herbert with a blitz coming. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. They send a man in motion. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This one's taken in by Hill. Still has some space up near midfield. To the 15. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Finding Hurst. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Offense to the line for second down. Herbert from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. They've got a man in motion. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're going to face 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. From the pistol, it's Herbert. That one's cut on the right sideline. It's a gain of 22. And the Chargers will have it first.
You know I love those choke complete completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Herbert now off the play fake. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now Herbert again. Throw left side, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up second down. Dobbins trying the right side. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tre'Davious White there on the stop.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success. You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Finds a man, Deontay Johnson has it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 38, Andrews with the catch. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On first down, Jackson gets this one to Andrews. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Out of the gun, Henry. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 39. Into the hands of Likely. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. Henry on the catch. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bottled up at the line. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Jackson. This throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. He's got a gain of 6 there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Motioning the tight end now. It's Herbert once more. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll turn this into a solid gain down to the 14. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Herbert from the gun. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Herbert. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it down to a single point. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie things 10-10. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Hill now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Defense is too much here. The Chargers grab him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Lamar now from the gun. He's got Andrews. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Chargers take possession. They've got 1st down from the 31. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Now Herbert to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Herbert back to throw. Completed over the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing now, Herbert. Got a man, Palmer has it. This is ahead for about 5. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens going nickel, 3rd down. Herbert now. This one falls incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. Tylan Wallace on the return for the Ravens. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. Back at beginning of second quarter. Ravens in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Running once more with Henry. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Lamar back to throw. This finds likely. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And this stays tied here in the second.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60+ is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
The Chargers and Joshua Palmer set to go to work again. New set of downs for him from the 46. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain, giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. To throw, Herbert. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So it's going to be 4th and short. They snap it to Herbert. He finds him beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, here's Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. They go play action. Here's Herbert. That's caught for the first. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This ball's caught by Palmer. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff. Massive hit. The ball is out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing from near his own goal line. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Henry on the option. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Play fake, Jackson. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking that time for Deontay Johnson. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
A normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally. In an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Option give here. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Marcus Williams has it. And the Ravens will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
The Ravens are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Connects with Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He takes off left on this 2nd down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Lamar now from the gun. He finds Johnson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Christian Fulton the one to bring him down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fields this clean at the 30. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. That one's cut along the left sideline. Well, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Officials signaling for a stoppage. There's a player shaken up, and that appears to be Quentin Johnston that they're out there checking on. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Design bootleg here. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that, so let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards, and now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Hurst there to grab it. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. First down, here's Lamar. Gets this to Johnson.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Lamar off to play fake. He fires one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. He'll get this to Henry. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
I gotta be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Chargers ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Herbert now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. It's Herbert once more. Launches one deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. So that brings up 4th and long. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Wallace on to handle the return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Christian Fulton, the one to bring him down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Lamar back to throw. Henry on the catch. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Now Jackson on third down. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Jackson's gonna throw again. This time they're gonna get there and they drop it. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Another try following the sack. He's got Andrews. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by Deion Henley. This time they're gonna get there and they drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Jordan Stout on down to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. We're at halftime here on Monday night. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. The Chargers were led in the first half by their star quarterback, Justin Herbert. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Ewart.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Wallace with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Andrews with the catch. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action, here's Jackson. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Connects with Johnson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here we go, second and very long. He finds Johnson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Christian Fulton, the one to bring him down. Let's see what they went with on third down. Lamar now from the gun. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do it in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Herbert. This into the hands of Will Dissly. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Herbert now to throw on third. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the play fake, it's Herbert. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. Dump off caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he gets him around 6 there. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Look at this, another option play to the left. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run for Henry. Across the 45 and still going. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Lamar off the play fake. Gets this one to Andrews. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finding Flowers. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Lamar throwing again. Gets this to Johnson. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to...
Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, yeah, season. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Tight end gets it running forward. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. The give now out of the shotgun. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. Back-to-back carries here. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play the phone booth yet, have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Herbert from the gun. That's That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Called at a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Ravens will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. This one's to Andrews outright. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're gonna mark him at the 48. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Handoff now from the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send him left out of the slot. This is Henry on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8. Jackson looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure of earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pitting at their own 8. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this 2nd half. He finds McConkey. And this one does not go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's a handoff. And this one's only forward to about the 9. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He loses the football. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Gets this to McConkey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 27. This ball's cut by Palmer. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Calling about 5 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 13. Herbert. Catch is made in close. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Chargers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Hill now to return it. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Ravens headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. On 1st down, Jackson. Gets him open up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
He's going to push one deep down the right.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw, and he'll get it up to the 44. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Herbert back to throw. Hurst there to grab it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Herbert now to throw on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. A throw left side finds Johnson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Another try following the sack. The left side caught by Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Lamar now from the gun. He's got Andrews. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And again, it's Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A tight end in motion now. Lamar throwing again. This one's caught. It's Andrews near the sideline. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Jackson's gonna throw again. He has the first over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The dose of the hurry up offense here. 1st and 10, here's Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, Henry. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Working quickly here. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Davis. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First and 10, here's Herbert. Finding Hurst. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers leading by 7. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time, 1:55 to go. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They send a tight end in motion. First down, and they go right back to him. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. Now we get another stoppage here, just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? I'll put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.